Legend of Total War here, and today we've got a Saving a Disaster battle playing as the Ursan Revivalists going up against the Maggot host, where we've got the quantity and they've got the quality. Their army is significantly higher tier than most of our units. So we've got loads of Kossars, and then we've got a settlement garrison here with lots of armored Kossars. Now, armored Kossars are pretty good in auto-resolve, but they're actually kind of trash against Nurgle because they're not really good at doing anything. They've got low amounts of ammunition, they don't have armor piercing, they don't particularly have good combat stats, and Nurgle just grinds through them quite easily. So these guys here are propping up our balance of power in a way that helps us in auto-resolve, but not actually on the battlefield. So that I've never really been that big a fan of armored Kossars, especially against Nurgle, but just gotta deal with it. Anyway, let's look at the difficulty here. Let's bump it up to maximum, make it even more challenging, and see what we can do. And also, let's read out the email. So the guy says, "Hi Legend, I was hoping you could help out with this battle. I feel like it's winnable, but I've come close, but I can't do it, and I feel like I should finish the campaign after I'm managing to mostly clear the Chaos Waste. If I lose this battle, Tamurkhan sweeps my entire empire the next few turns with an absurd movement range. I run out of money and have to disband the Western army I'm building to beat back Hagrief, and it's basically over. Tamurkhan is currently besieging my city in the northeast. I have 2 full stacks, 1 garrison." Well, that wasn't quite a full stack, but they're pretty much hastily made trash armies made of unbuffed Kossars and armored Kossars. The only thing that I have are 2 units of War Bears and a couple units of Streltsies, and I've had good luck in kiting his chariots and 4 units of his monstrous infantry, deleting them without taking too much damage using the War Bears. But after that, he always attacks, and his Forsaken and Chosen units literally run through my lines and shrug off the missile attacks. And they don't break until there's only 5 men left each. I need to kill Tamurkhan, but I just don't know how. If he's not killed early, he can solo the entire army with his insane stats and regeneration. I've got it down to just him and about 900 Kossars once, but he army lost me before I could get him down to 50% HP. Please help." Yeah, he's definitely going to be a big challenge. Let's see what we can do. Alright, we don't have much Winds of Magic, so that's not great, but at least he doesn't have a spellcaster. It's also good that he doesn't have Kha'Zix. That would have made things much more difficult. Now, I reckon the balance of power may actually be in our favor, but that doesn't mean that this isn't actually a disaster battle, because of Tamurkhan himself. He is severely underrated in auto-resolve in terms of how much he can actually do. Basically, if you want to take out Tamurkhan with ease, you need like magic missiles that are guns. Something like Sisters of Avalon would take him out really easily. Now, we've got lots of missiles, but if we have a look here, his resistances are pretty damn severe. So he's got 20% physical, 45% missile resistance, and 100 armor. So all of our non-armor piercing missiles are just going to have a really hard time killing him. Plus, he's going to regen, and we don't have flaming attacks either. So all of that is a big problem. So we just need to figure that out. Now, I reckon using this terrain here, the high ground, can help because that'll increase our damage output. But yeah, I actually think it would be best to kill Tamurkhan at the beginning of the battle, not at the end of it. Another thing to consider is that he has Pandium, so we should prepare for dodging those shots. Now, based on what he said in the email, they're not going to rush at us, so that's really good. As I always say, always be the attacker. And that's really good because that gives us time to waste certain abilities that he has that will soften our forces out. Now, I'm assuming he already did that, and he was only playing on hard difficulty. So if I do everything that he did, I'm still going to lose. So I've got to do something that he didn't do. And unfortunately, I don't know what that is. So we'll have to figure that out. Alright, so first thing, let's just wait for the Pandemiciums to drop. Okay, when it comes to the infantry, you want to have them moving straight away, because it makes it less likely that they'll pop down the bomb on them. But if they do, we don't need to accelerate in order to get out of the way, because we're already moving. Okay, it's going there. Move out of the way. That's good. So that's good. No damage done from that one. Okay, the next one should pop down at about 3 minutes. Now, I've got a Soul Grinder, so it might be a good idea to waste that one's ammo. They probably won't shoot a single entity. I'll probably need to use this one here. It's okay. Definitely don't want to be going at this speed when it's coming down, or else I'll miss my chance. Okay. Get them moving, but keep the cavalry moving still. Not moving still. Standing still. Okay, come on. And that way they can get out of the way really quickly. and take absolutely no damage. Okay, cool. So that's the Pandemiciums out of the way. Now let's get into a really good formation. He didn't mention at all what his formation was, so I'm assuming it was shit. I have no idea. So we'll just do what we can. So I think we should have our spears up front because they'll hold a little bit longer than the non-spears, and their missile attack is exactly the same. And try to organize this in such a way that we predict what angle they're going to shoot at us. Come at us. So that we can shoot at them and not have any adjustments needed as they're advancing on us. Now, we can use this one here, I reckon, to try to waste the ammo of the Soul Grinder of Nurgle. It doesn't have that much, only 15 shots, and uses through it pretty quick. And is it going to shoot? Yep, okay, cool. Thing is, if we don't do this, they will probably do a lot of casualties on our infantry, and we really need every single archer that we've got to kill Tamurkhan. Now, he mentioned that he killed the enemy monster units with his Warbear Riders, which, that makes sense, I mean, they're anti-large, but the thing is, those monsters are actually quite vulnerable to our missiles. So what we really want to be getting rid of are the units that are not vulnerable to our missiles. Unfortunately, we don't have anything that can take out Chosen, like, trade well against them. Except for guns, I guess. But if we come over here and try to shoot them, then they'll rush at us, and that's not going to work. Okay, a few shots left. A little bit of damage done to the peasant cav, but that's fine. Probably could have done better, but it's totally fine. That being said, I need every bit of balanced power that I can get, so maybe I should do a bit better than this. Is that it? Okay. So that's one unit essentially like half taken out, because it's still a pretty good melee fighter. Alright, now, we need to checkerboard formation and just make it as difficult as possible for the enemy forces to grind up against us. Just make it as difficult as possible for them to get to the Streltsies. Hopefully their line of sight's not going to be obstructed from here. And they'll be able to... yeah, not a whole lot of space here. But I need to make sure that they don't get shot. Another thing that we could try to waste as well is the... Unspeakable Fountains. If he has 5 uses of that, probably best we don't bother trying to do that then. Yeah, because he'll use it when he comes over here, but he'll probably only use 1 or 2, and then just won't use any more. Whereas if I waste them, I just don't think this Kosovo Dervisher. Look, let's just see. Let's just see. I doubt he did this, so let's see if this will work. See, what's the range I got to get to? You know, 90 meters. It's fairly close. So I should be within range there. Alright, if we draw their plague drones over here, or rotflies. No, they're not coming for the bait. Okay. That's another thing. Maybe they were easier to bait on hard difficulty as opposed to very hard, because we did bump it up a little bit, but we will see. We'll see. Okay, move up here a bit. Alright, let's start moving them around here and make sure all of this is on guard mode. Now, another thing is that we don't really want to be telling them what to shoot, because they tend to just move towards the target as opposed to actually shooting it. Super annoying, but gotta deal with the stupid limitations that this game puts on us. And try to make sure that these guys here, that when the enemy do advance on us, that we're firing correctly at them. Alright. So next thing, let's try to get as many of their units. He said he took out the chariots, and that's definitely a good one to take out because they have a lot of armor, you got missile resistance, and they're anti-infantry, so taking them out would be good. Whereas these ones here, not... I guess it... Yeah, alright. It's all important to take out. If I charge in on them here, I'm just worried that other units are going to come in and try to help them. So we just got to be okay with not fully committing and just go with hit and runs wherever possible. So they're trying to draw me in there, and as per the usual, units just have a really hard time chasing down enemy units. Yeah, this is like a trap. They're trying to draw us in. Wasn't it great how we were, like, connecting with them and then we weren't doing any damage? Wasn't that just fantastic? No, no, not you. You're over there. And now, our bears, they're stuck. Okay, but still, if we can get these bile trolls, okay, a little bit of damage on them, but that's okay. We did more damage to them than they did to us, so gotta be grateful for that. And they're still inflicting some damage on this one here. Because, yeah, the map is small and there's some terrain obstructions and they just get stuck. So this is good. Okay, we destroyed one chariot. Alright, so there is a unit of Chosen of Nurgle. Warbear Riders, I mean, it would be better for us to take out the Bile Trolls, but like I said, with that much armor and resistances, we would need a hell of a lot of ammunition to kill them, and they're going to rip through our infantry, whereas their monster units will not. We'll be able to shoot them super easily. So I think he prioritized the wrong target, but that means that we just have to go with whatever is willing to chase after us. If the Chosen aren't willing to chase us a long distance, then we don't go for them. Also, killing them quickly is important. So yeah, this unit of Bile Trolls, if we can keep it coming after us, that's good. We do have this as well, so if anyone starts to come at us, that is fine. Draw them way over here. Okay, good. Doesn't matter if she fights as well. Because we've got area of effect healing. What are you doing there? Okay. Alright, so one unit of Bile Trolls taken out, and they did hardly any damage. So that's a good start. This is not a demon unit, so we definitely want to make sure we wipe it out to the last, so that we don't have to deal with it in the next battle. That is definitely a good start for us. Okay, they're sending another unit of Bile Trolls. Good. Really good. Bring him over. But you know, the guy said that this is exactly what he did, and that after we killed, what, 5 units, that's when they're going to, that's when they're going to rush at our main line. So just looking at the abilities of this one. Okay, this one's got Tor's Battle Hymn instead of healing. So, should be using that, because we can use that as many times as we want. It's also got the Potion of Farsight, which is trash. We actually shouldn't use... Well, it does imbue Sundered Armor. It's not that big of a deal. Armor minus 30 on this. Okay, so that Bile Troll down, and it did more than the previous one did, but still really good for us. Two Bile Trolls down, and these are actually good units, because they also debuff us. So if we can get rid of their ability to debuff us with that would be good. We don't want Tamurkhan coming after us. Even the Warbear Riders will not be able to do a very good job against him. His stats are too fucking high. Yeah, they won't be able to beat him. And we basically don't want to be dishing out any damage to him until we're ready to actually kill him. Because we don't want to use up I don't want him to use up his regen if possible. Okay, now what we're going to do, because he's on this side, we need to go around the other side where those ones are. Hang on. If you just stand there, they're all hidden. Why don't we lure them into a trap? Because of the terrain there. Put them in over here. If they don't see us, maybe they'll be more willing to send a unit. Okay, so a unit of Forsaken. How dangerous are these guys to us, comparatively? 122 armor, fair bit of resistances. Yeah, I'd say the archers... Basically, we want to take out anything the archers are going to struggle with, and this is one of those units I think that they'll struggle with. So yeah, if we can lure it over here, this is good. As long as they don't bring another unit to come and support it. Because yeah, like I said, the monster units, we can shoot them down easily enough. Also, when you isolate their infantry like this, they won't actually fight to the death, because if we have a look here, they'll have the faster, stronger enemy penalty. Yeah. Speaking of which, I should bring this one over here as well, just to add extra local strength to us. So that'll probably dish out damage pretty quickly once they start getting back up. Another reason why when you charge into them, you want them to break as quickly as possible. Good. Taking out a unit of Forsaken. So that's 3 units that we've wiped out now, at very much minimal cost. We could probably use a bit of a heal. But again, the guy already did this, and he still lost. So, I'm sure there'll be a bunch of people say, just Joe, just charge at him. Yeah, we'll lose. We'll lose. The guy already did everything that I would have done. So I've just got to do it better. Alright, so let's get some heals in there. So this one's got the heals. Good, that way we heal it before it takes a casualty. Alright, so we've taken out 3 full units and a portion of the Chaos Chariots of Nurgle. Let's once again try to get their attention, because it's working. But yeah, if the bouncer power heads too much in our favor, they might just rush at us. But yeah, that chariot is cooked. There's no getting away from it this time. And it's not going to do any serious damage to us at all. So that is really good there, because that could have done a lot of damage to our infantry. But, again, he already managed to do that, and he still lost. Okay, so that's 4 units that we've wiped out now. Now, the guy said in the email, let me just read it out again, that I've had good luck kiting his chariots and 4 units of his monstrous infantry. So I've taken out 2 units of monstrous infantry, his chariot, and a Forsaken. So I'm 1 unit behind where he was, but I've taken out an infantry unit instead of a monster unit, which I think is of higher value for us. So if we can do that again with another Forsaken, I think that that's pretty good. Because, honestly, Spawn of Nurgle, they're not that big of a threat, because they're so easy to shoot. These ones here, harder to shoot, will take more ammunition, will actually dish out more damage, because there's more entities. Bring them in. Alright, this is good. So this will be number 5 that we wipe out. Okay, that charge absolutely sucked dick. Let's do that again. Charge him in as well, because I don't think they're worth anything. Might as well just try to inflict as much morale penalty on them as much as we can, so that they die before they've inflicted too much damage, or rout before they've inflicted too much damage. That's it. Come on, a little bit more, a little bit more. We can do this one here, but I'm trying to save that one for later. Good, routed it. Okay, that's 5 units taken out. No casualties, apart from on this one. Should we do another heal? Only this guy here is that damaged. I think we could do another one. Alright, well, they haven't started rushing at us yet. Maybe this is where we used like a magic attack. Maybe that's what caused it. So let's bring another one in. Because, yeah, this is working. So, Spawn of Nurgle, not a priority, but if this is number 6, then I'm doing better than what he did. And that's what we want to be doing, because that means there'll be fewer units going to our archers, which means that they can focus on Tamurkhan, because these ones here can't beat Tamurkhan. That being said, they could easily beat the Spawn of Nurgle, but this is just what came as. It's not like we're not good against them ourselves. That's it. Good, and the Spawn of Nurgle are doing next to no damage. Like I said, not a massive threat. But these ones here fight to the death. So we can't break them. And they are inflicting... Okay, they're inflicting casualties on the Kosovo dervishes. That's fine. That's totally fine. Alright, let's get a heal in. Pretty happy with how that's been going. How's she going for inflicting damage? She's actually doing alright in melee. Yeah, don't write off your spellcaster lords. If they've got enough support, they can fight in melee. Alright, get them back over there. And you... Let's get another one over here. So we've done 6 now. So we're making good time. Now, if we can take out a Chosen of Nurgle, that'd be really fantastic. But I expect this one will definitely do some damage to us. But yeah, if we can take this one out... Hang on, didn't get close enough. There we go. Also, the more tired we can make them, the better. Really want to make sure when we charge on this one here, we've cut them off and that we properly flank them. Because, yeah, these Chosen of Nurgle, they will do a shitload of damage. But so will we. Okay, so far so good. And if we look here, faster, stronger enemies nearby, good. Right, if you charge in here, maybe that'll break them. Awesome. Alright, taking it a Chosen of Nurgle Great Weapons. This is going really well. Really, really well. Alright. I spent all this time getting the formation over there sorted. May not even need it. We're definitely going to need it because Tamurkhan is unbreakable. Alright, taking that out. That's good. Alright, so what are we up to now? 7? 8? That one counts as 2. Alright. No, it still only counts as 1. Okay, so let's go get another unit over here. Thing is, I've only got one more heal left, and we do want to keep the balance of power on our guys pretty high. Don't want them to just get shredded on one of them. Okay, since there's 2 coming in over this way this time. No, it's okay. It's all good. That one went back. It's great. It's great. Good, 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 good. Yep. Okay, got it trapped. Nice. Okay, spawn a noble, no big deal. Gotta make sure the Warbear Riders get that extra melee attack. Want them to kill as quickly as possible. The quicker you kill them, the less damage they're going to inflict on us. Alright, let's pop down our last heal before they inflict an actual casualty on us. So this one here, dishing out about 400 damage in total. Good. That's another unbreakable unit gone, and that just saves on ammunition costs. Okay. Now, I don't want to just do this the whole day, so now that we've done a fair few more units than what he said he managed to do, let's get them to start coming at us. So, I probably shouldn't be doing this, but I have to make this interesting for you guys. So I could end up winning outright with this. So, to get them to rush at us, we cast some magic on them. In fact, I think that's all their grounded monstrous infantry dealt with. Alright, now if we cast a spell like this, they'll just dodge it, so I've got to cast... Are they properly advancing now? What's going on? Doesn't look like it. I think they're just rearranging. All these spells suck. So, what are we going to do? See, that one's got 100% armor piercing. Oh, that's only Marauders of Nurgle. Alright, let's pop it down on that one there. They probably won't dodge it. Alright, at least it's doing some damage to a unit that has shields, which are obviously going to be quite good against our troops. Alright, here we go. That's going to get them to start coming at us. And we'll have these guys harass them in the rear. Right, top priority, take out the Plague Drones of Nurgle. Don't worry about the Forsaken right now. Focus on one unit at a time. That one lands on us. I mean, we'll suck a bit of a charge up, but that's okay. Yeah, especially if they charge on the Kosovo Dervishes. It's like, who cares about them? Cool, let's bring these Forsaken back around. Good, ripping them to shreds really quickly. Good, it looks like they're bringing some more over here. That's actually good, because I wanted them to deal with the Plague Drones. Just ignore the Forsaken of Nurgle for the time being. Let's go a bit more up over this way. Now, hopefully, the way that I've set this up over here, I basically will barely need to micro at all. Although, that's a bit of a concern. If they fly over here, they could attack the Streltsies, so I may actually need to get them to rotate around. Looks like they're going to be a nuisance and mess up our formation. Oh, shit. Formation straight away. Okay, yeah, they just... Here we go. Gotta love that accuracy. Not. Alright, what's their resistances? Okay. Well, at least that one came in early, and it's not really dishing out that much damage. Alright, here we go. There's a lot of damage. Plague drones just gnaw this guy. That's just armored Cossars here, no big deal. Okay, good. They've taken out a unit of plague drones. That is good. Get these guys rotated back around. Same thing with them. Alright, go for the plague drones. Because that's going to be easiest for them. Okay, now, all of the regular Cossars aim for Tamurkhan. God, he is regenerating really bloody quickly. Yeah, the armored Cossars, fucking useless, just like I said. It's good that these Forsaken are just lagging behind that. That is always good. Oh my god. Fucking Tamurkhan. No joke. Holy... Oh, because he's got that extra ward save there, but it's expired now. Okay, we do need to get rid of the Soul Grinder of Nurgle, so shoot that, because that will do a fair bit of damage in melee. They are ripping through our front super quickly. Oh my god. Oh, no, it's okay. At least he's busy sort of fighting armored Cossars, so I guess that's something. Probably do this to just lower their leadership a little bit. That's not a very good ability, that one. Usually just ignore it. Alright. Hey, we got him down below 60% health. Alright, they got Chosen of Nurgle that they're fighting. Okay, we've inflicted the army losses, so that's good. Now we just need to defeat Tamurkhan, which seems likely. Alright, I want all missile units firing in on Tamurkhan. Not them, because they'll move forward and then they'll cause... everyone will be blown up on each other. What we need to do is actually draw Tamurkhan a bit closer over this way. Keep him away from the heroes, though. Run down any of their infantry wherever possible, although they are messing with us. How about you lot go and run them down, because the army doesn't get wiped out just because we've won. Spread out if you can. Okay, we almost got him. That's okay. Him just dishing out extra damage isn't going to make any difference. He's already overkilling our guys, so... whatevs. Okay, Streltsy's firing in on him. Most of the damage is done to the garrison, so that means that we'll be able to push forward and finish off the rest of his army, which is really good. But yeah, he's out of here. For like 2 turns. Oh god. God, he is so difficult to take out. I can see why he had a hard time with this battle, for sure. Just didn't cheese hard enough. Just needed a little bit more cheese. Alright. this one here, just move out of the way. We should definitely try to run down as many of their units as possible so that hopefully we can just auto-resolve, finish off the next load of trash that they send at us. So I'll just pause it as I finish these guys off. So yeah, I ended up using these abilities here to slow down their retreat so we can actually run them down. That unit there, one more casualty and it's wiped out. Yeah, there we go. Alright. So, not too many casualties. All their demons are gone, obviously. There's just a few bits of melee infantry left. Definitely want to wipe them out because it's probably not that big of an issue with Tamurkhan, but because they have a recruit pool they have to draw from, if they have barely any left in their recruit pool, Tamurkhan just won't be able to raise another army like this super quickly. This is why it's really... Oh, they got some of their demons back. Let's have a look here. You got plenty of devotion, so you don't need that. Replenishment... Your finances are a bit of a concern. You've got 8 grand from this. That'll pay for your troops for a few turns. I think we should go with this, because you need to press on against them straight away. Is that one of his heroes? Yeah, unfortunately that's not as good of a defeat trade as it used to be. Yeah, if we could just leave them here and come down this way and get to the Bleeding Spire and just push onto the plains of Zanbaijin as quickly as possible. How much territory do they have? 12. At least they're now considered not as strong as you. But yeah, you should definitely come over here and finish the job. Good, no units get wiped out. Boom. Shit, that's probably better than what I would have done. And we could get a bit more replenishment. That will actually lead us with more units that we start off with. Now you're going to take attrition making way down here. So if you go into encamp stance, I guess it's entirely up to you which way you want to go about it. You could rush down here if you really want, but it would be good to replenish. But at the same time, if you get here next turn as opposed to the turn after, that would also greatly help. You got an imminent rebellion as well. Where is Boris? What's he doing? Oh, they weren't his starting bear riders. Those were just additional ones. These are his starting bear riders. Okay. Oh yeah, you got Tamurkhan all over the place. Okay. So that's what he's doing over here with this. Maybe this one's trying to recruit the bear riders. I'm not entirely sure what's going on. Right, he did say he was trying to recruit an army. Maybe it's this one here. Yeah, it is. To deal with Hag Grief, so he's fighting a war on both fronts. Let me just see if there's any, like, diplomacy tricks I could do for him. So, the Man-Eaters, they're not too far off from accepting peace, but there's nothing you can do to give them settlements. But when it comes to Hag Grief, you could give them the Port of Secrets. Yep. How important is that settlement? It's fairly important. So... that one's getting you 700 a turn, right? But if you gave it to them, that'll give you a few turns of peace. Plus, we can get a shitload of money. You could disband this army, and I guarantee you that army there would be costing you more than 700 a turn. So it gives you some time to deal with this other stuff because your finances are kind of, shit. What else could you give them? Give them the Crystal Spires, Major Settlement, don't want to do that, or the Howling Settlement, don't want to do that. Another thing that could be done is do a settlement swap. Yeah, you could swap Port of Secrets for Volcano's Heart. And that way you don't actually lose a settlement. Well, in terms of numbers, you still get a bunch of money. Let me just check this again. Again, I tell you what I'll do. I'll save it, because it was on very hard campaign difficulty. See, that's only a tier 1 settlement, whereas this one here is a tier 3. Obviously not a fair trade. There's also Tower of Flies, so let's just see about that. So if we go Port of Secret for Tower of Flies, yeah, they don't want to do that, but you can do it for Volcano's Heart, and that way you don't lose too much. You still will have some income from this, and yeah, you can just redirect those finances elsewhere. So I've already saved it. I'm not going to save it again, so that way I'll send that save file in. But if we went with this deal here, right? There's a tier 3 settlement. Let me see what it would take to get that back. So if we went with Volcano's Heart now, if you built maybe a barracks there, they might swap it back for this settlement. But you'd have to demolish this and go for that. But it's entirely up to you. But at least now, you don't have to fight a war on this front. I mean, if you wanted to go ahead with this. And this army here, you could just disband it. Right, just do this. and then you're not in the green, but it definitely helps. It saves you a lot of money, and then you just don't have to worry about that for a few turns at least. So that would help out a little bit. And that's then, if we have a look at them, they won't go anywhere. They'll probably be about 5 or 6 turns before they attack you again. But again, that gives you time to deal with Tamurkhan if you want to do things that way. Anyway, guys, that's the end of this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you learned something. Appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. Later, guys.